Right, everyone, a very good morning. I hope everyone has had a nice yesterday's sleep. Everyone is up and awake, everyone is energetic. I hope everyone is having a good time. I can't see many people in the chat box. I want you to come be a part of this community, be interactive, have a chat, let me know what is happening. So I hope there is so much to discuss right today in terms of yes, there has been a lot of uncertainty in the markets. The markets have been having a bearish outlook, and there are certain sectors which are performing quite well. We will delve into all that, but I hope everyone is over here. Please make sure to be attentive to attend the live streaming sessions, right? It starts all the way from what time? I hope everyone is aware of the time, correct? It starts all the way. The first session runs from 11:10 to 11:30 Indian Standard Time. Right now, it is 11:11 a.m. Indian Standard Time and 9:43 Dubai Standard Time. Right? I mean, I don't know a lot of you people if you are aware, but when it's 11:11 p.m. It is a good indication. It is a universal indication from above that. It's like good times are coming in, right? So I mean, we always start at the best time, right? We call it as muhurat, correct? So 11:11 is very auspicious day, and I hope that there are many things to discuss, and we will make sure if any hot stock, right? Everyone is here for hot stocks. So when any hot stock is on our radar and is on our watch list, and all the dots are being connected, we will make sure to provide you with those hot stocks, right? So Sophia is here. Welcome, Sophia. A very good morning. It's always a pleasure to have you over here, and you keep us motivated and you keep us proud that yes, we are pushing ourselves to make sure that we provide you with the best analysis, with the best trading option possibilities, right? The best hot stocks as well as providing education, right? So a quick introduction of me, the one and only Harsh. I have been having 8 years of experience trading the financial markets. You heard that right. 8 years. All right. I mainly trade forex. I trade commodities such as gold, such as indices. Right. We have the US based indices such as the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, the Nasdaq 100. We currently also are looking at, we are scouting for opportunities in the Indian share market. You heard that right. The Indian share market in terms of the Indian indices, right? The Nifty and the Sensex as well as the individual stocks. So I mainly specialize in technical trading. All right. I hope you must be aware about what is fundamental trading and what is technical trading, right? So I am more of a technical trader. I specialize in various technical analysis such as supply demand, trend analysis, price action, harmonic progressions, swing analysis, so on and so forth, right? I'm more of a chart pattern reader. So I hope this gives you a good gist about me. Since I've been associated in the financial markets for 8 years, I have learned from some of the best traders out there, right? I have learned from some of the most prominent traders who have been working as flow traders on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. You heard that right. So my most of my mentors are from the USA, and they have helped me. They have molded me into such a strong character based on the education that I've received from them. So I'm very thankful for them, and they have been a big part for me to be here where I am, right? Able to discuss my own analysis, my own understanding of the markets, and provide it to you, right? So Sophia is writing, this market is so bearish. That is heartbreaking. Yes, the market is going to do what it has to do, right? Due to certain geopolitical reasons, due to the outflow of the funds of the FIIs, the foreign institution investors, there has been a shift in market sentiment, right? People are still being on the bearish sentiment. Do not worry about it, Sophia. We will dive more into it. Here, we want to make sure that here at Dolphin Markets, our main aim is to provide you with the best analysis, the best trading opportunities. Remember, many people keep saying that, Harsh, we love the way you talk. We love your energy, we love your enthusiasm, and I'm very thankful for that. But you have to understand that if you're not able to make money in the financial markets, then I mean, no matter how well I talk, how well I look, or how well I can, communicate the information that is required, you people have to understand that we are here mainly to showcase you the power that we bring to the table. Correct? I hope everyone has been aware about us providing you with hot stocks. Correct? Hot stocks are those trading opportunities that we provide to you, right? So that you can make money and test the capability that we bring to the table. Okay? And before we continue forward, I just want to make sure that everyone who is going to be a part of this community, all the new people who have joined or are watching this live stream, I welcome you. It's a very good morning from my side, and I hope you're all having a great day. For people, as in how more people are joining into this live stream, I feel proud that, yes, we are providing you with information. We are putting in our hard work, and our hard work is being showcased by the number of viewers that are increasing, right? So a very big thanks and salutes to everyone out there who is listening to this live streaming session. It means a lot to me and to my team, right, to my company Dolphin Markets. So, but with the influx, with more number of people coming in, I just want to make sure that we will have a lot of people from India, right? Because at the end, we are talking about the Indian share market. So, a lot of people who have shown interest in attending our live streaming sessions, they are like Harsh, पर हमें English ज़्यादा नहीं आता है, हमें हिंदी आता है. तो for all those beautiful people, मैं कहना चाहता हूँ, if you are not able to understand English, do not worry. I will make sure to provide you with the same information in Hindi as well. जी हाँ, अगर आपकी इंग्लिश कमज़ोर है या अगर आपको लगता है कि आप हिंदी में ज़्यादा अच्छी तरह से समझ सकते हो, तो प्लीज़ आप बताइए. जो नीचे जो कमेंट बॉक्स है, अब वहाँ पे जाइए और आप लिखिए कि आई वॉन्ट यू टू टॉक इन हिंदी. यार आप क्या कर सकते हो, आप नंबर 2, राइट, नंबर 2 दबाइए इन द chat box. आप लिखिए only 2. So for people who want me to continue in English, I will keep, remember, because we are having more people coming in, right? It's not like we're going to have the same set of people. We're going to have a lot of people coming in, so it is of high importance and it is very much required to make sure that everyone understands, right? I cannot leave anyone in the dark. Whoever is being a part of this vibrant community has to be aware, and we are here for everyone, right? It's the whole community, it's not a single person. Correct? So if you have any language barriers, these are the two languages that I can talk. I can talk in English and I can talk in Hindi, right? For people who want me to communicate in English, in the comment box can type 1. all right? और अगर आपको लगता है कि मैं हिंदी में ज़्यादा बात करूं, तो आप comment box में 2 दबाइए. ठीक है? So I hope everything is clear, and I hope everyone is having a good morning. Come on, today is Friday, right? This is the start, this is the end of the weekday, and it's going to be the beginning of the weekend. So people, come on, whatever is happening in the markets is irrespective, right? We should not be affected by what is happening in the markets. Remember, the markets are going to do what they are supposed to do. We can only be a part of the markets and make money during the process. I hope everyone understands. So Sophia, the market is bearish and that is heartbreaking. Yes, the market has been bearish and it hurts again. Me, even when I think about the indices not performing well, because the indices showcase what? They showcase the strength of the economy, correct? So when they're not performing well, it kind of shows that, the Indian economy currently, for now, for the current time being, is not performing well. And it is a phase of life. I mean, I'm pretty much sure everyone out here, everyone who is watching this live stream is aware about it, right? Like, you can never be happy 24 by 7, or you can never be sad 24 by 7, right? I mean, unless you decided, then that's another ball game altogether. But what I'm trying to say is, we are human beings. We also have our set of emotions, correct? We feel happy at days, we feel sad at days, we feel ecstatic at days, we feel angry at this, right? So the market also has a sentiment because people, everyone has to understand that the markets are run by people, right? It showcases the sentiment of people like you and me, correct? So whatever you see on the markets are basically the emotions of the masses, right? The investor, the masses of investors, traders, banks, institutions, governments, FIIs, foreign investment institutions, domestic investment institutions, so on and so forth, right? So you don't have to take it to the heart, or Sophia, it's fine, just understand how the market functions, and we provide you to take the best decisions, right? So I hope everyone is on, is ready, is set. Let us quickly have of what the market is showing today. Remember, today is Friday, right? Today is Friday. Good. I mean, imagine. So in terms of the weekend coming in with the anticipation, remember I had talked about more than 425 companies who had to give out their quarterly two earning reports, right? More than 425 during the entire week, right? All the way from Monday till Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So for 5 days, correct? There has been a bombardment of various companies letting out their, quarterly two earning reports. So with a lot of uncertainty going on and with a lot of skepticism in the market, so that is one of the main reasons, as you can see on the chart, right? Like, yeah, the reason I put in this is because people, investors who are investing in the economy of the country, right? So this is the best emotion that I can show, correct, Sophia? I think it. I mean, you feel the same, but don't worry. Like I always say, when Harsh is here, there is nothing to fear, correct? When Harsh is here, there is nothing to fear. I hope everyone has got their bottle of water, tea, coffee, because you need to make sure to keep your fluids, right? Make sure you're hydrated 24 by 7. Keep your water levels as high as possible. It will be beneficial for you, all right? So let's quickly have a quick glance at what the markets have shown. I know it is 12:23, and don't worry, right? Because we are going to be here from Monday till Friday, right? 5 days a week, all the 5 working days. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to be here present, making sure that I'm able to provide you with the best analysis, the best hot stocks, as well as the best trading education in terms of technical analysis, as well as talking about forex and gold, commodities. So we will. There's so much to talk about. So people, please make sure to be a part of this live streaming session. The more you be a part of this live streaming session, the more we can provide you with information, right? The more information we can provide you, the better, the smarter you can become, correct? And we even provide you with hot stocks, which can make you money. Sophia is writing, when it comes to individual stocks, how are they performing? Yes, we will get into individual stocks, but let's take it in a structure format. All right. So Mr. Lee is in the house. Hello, Mr. Lee. Ni hao. And do you have any stocks to recommend? Currently, Lee, we do not have. We are still scouting the markets. Do not worry. If we do come across, you will be the first one to know. All right. So I hope you are having a great day. I hope you had a great day, a great start to the day, and I hope your day goes well too. All right. Let's quickly first have a good reading of how the market is open, what the market has done, so on and so forth. All right. So quickly, let's have a glance as to what the market updates have been since morning 10 o'clock Indian Standard Time. All right, the BSE was down by 0.48%. Remember, the number is quite significant compared to yesterday, which was around 0.05. And the Nifty was down by 0.59%. So there has been a lot of bearish sentiment. All right, of the 30 companies that are listed on the Bombay Stock Exchange, less than half were trading. All right, we will get into the Sensex to have a better clear picture of this, but let's continue. So with the losses capped by Industrial Bank, right? Industrial Bank is a very well-known company in India. It was down by 10%, and the reason for its degradation of 10% A depreciation of 10% has been because of the quarterly two reports that have been out. I'm like, when I need to keep repeating the analogy that when the results are out and when the results are not matching with the expectations of what people had expected the results to be, you will have these severe fluctuations in price, right? If the results are bad compared to the expectations of what the people were having, the market will be bearish, will have a strong bearish sentiment. But if the results are good compared to the opinions or the speculative data that people had, expected, the markets are going to do very well. All right. So we will get into those. Don't worry. In contrast, there were gains led by ITC. I hope everyone is aware about ITC, right? ITC is the king, is one of the conglomerate related to hotels and luxury living, correct? That was up by 3.15%. So that has been one of the main companies or companies, I would say, that has been spearheading the bullishness, at least in the market. I know the overall sentiment is bearish, but the amount of bullish pressure that it is trying to sustain the bearishness is only by taking care of ITC as of today with a 3%, right? 3.15% appreciation. While we are looking on the Nifty, right, companies, the 50 companies listed on the National Stock Exchange, 19 of them were in the green. So, I mean, you can do the math and figure out, right? Almost how many companies? 40, 41 companies have been taking a hit. Most of them are in the negative, right? Quarterly earnings, geopolitical reasons, the FII is sucking out money from the economy, and we are going to come into the DIIs, the domestic institutional investors, where are they really filling in the void? Are they filling in the liquidity that is required to sustain the economy? We will get into it. Meanwhile, ITC, as I had mentioned, was the top gainer, right, on the index, climbing almost up to 3%, followed by Axis Bank, Britannia Industries, Asian Paint, HCL Tech. Across the sector, the Nifty Auto, the Nifty Bank, Metal, Realty Consumer, Durable Goods, Oil and Gas were among the indices trading with losses. So, a lot of sectors, right? Bank, auto, metal, consumer, durables, oil and gas, they have been hitting, right? They have been bombarded with bearish sentiment, right, because of their lack of performance for this particular week. And the healthcare, pharma, financial services, and PSU bank were trading in the green. So, like I had mentioned above, there were certain bank, Axis Bank, and then we are looking at pharma companies, which also include Britannia and other companies. So they have been holding or still providing the bullish sentiment because they have outperformed based on the reports. I hope people are understanding. I hope people are not sleeping. Yes, people are like, Harsh, when are you going to give us a hot stock? Don't worry, once I do come across a hot stock and once I'm clear that yes, it has strong potential, you beautiful people will be the first ones to know. I hope everyone understands that. All right. Let me delete this and let me show you a graphical representation of what the sentiment has been in the market as of now lately. All right. So today's market sentiment, right? Since the market has opened, I hope everyone can see my screen. So today's market sentiment has been bearish. All right. I hope everyone can see the screen, correct? So yesterday's market sentiment was still bearish, but with a lesser intensity. Today's market condition has been bearish at 58%. Yesterday, as per what I remember, it has been around 50, 52 or 48. So now there is still a little increase in bearish increase, all right, in bearish sentiment. As you can see from the screen, only around 7% people are still having a bullish sentiment. 34 people are on the sidelines. They are just standing at the corners in terms of deciding whether should we wait, what should we do. So they are uncertain and they are, waiting outside the market. While the majority, 58% of them are, having a bearish sentiment, right? So the Nifty 50 has a sell indication. The Bank Nifty also has a sell indication, and the Nifty IT, because some of the companies are performing well as compared to the others, so they have a neutral sentiment. I hope people are having an understanding of how we are trying to connect the dots. we start with the overall index just to understand in terms of, all right, what is the index doing, which companies, like the proportion of companies, the number of companies which are doing good and the number of companies which are not doing good. Then we will come to the sector analysis and so on and so forth. So when Sophia asked, when it comes to individual stocks, how are they performing, that is exactly what we are going to talk about. All right, so don't worry, Sophia. When Harsh is here, there is nothing to fear, correct? When Harsh is here, there is nothing to fear. All right, let's quickly look at what the FIIs and DIIs are trying to showcase in terms of the flow of money. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to, the money that is being injected into the markets or being sucked out of the markets, right? Players like you and me cannot do much in the markets because we are very insignificant. We are like a tadpole. I hope everyone is aware what a tadpole is, right? It's like that small, the egg of a frog, correct? Before it becomes into a frog, that is called as a tadpole. So we are just a tadpole in the ocean, right? We are very insignificant. We are very small when compared to the big banks and institutions. Remember, these big banks and institutions are run by some of the brightest minds, right, on planet Earth. So they are the ones who are in charge or who regulate the flow of movement of funds going outside, of funds coming inside. All right. As you can see on this particular graph, on this particular picture, the foreign institutional investment, we are talking about cash, all right? The liquidity that the market is being either injected with or being sucked out of, all right? So as of today, there has been, remember, one, two, three, four, five. So I hope everyone can see my screen. We have 5 bars. These 5 bars denote the last 5 days of depiction of what the foreign institution investors have been doing. Are they taking out the money or are they putting in the money, right? So when it is red, it means that they're taking out, right? And on the contrary, we have DII. DII stands for domestic institutional investors, correct? Again, so if you are looking at the last couple of bars, we have one, two, three, four, five. So there are 5 bars depicting the last 5 working days of analysis in terms of how much money is either come or out. When it is green in color, it dictates that yes, the prices are being flushed inside, are being injected. The market, they are adding the funds into the economy, right? But as of today, as you can see in terms of the sizes of the bar, right? The bigger the size, the more outflow when it is red in color. And the bigger the size in green, the more the money is being pumped into the economy, correct? For the last 5 days, as you can see, the FIIs have been more predominantly more towards selling. And remember, even yesterday there has been selling, more selling compared to even the last couple of days. As you can see, it's been quite significant. While for the DIIs, they have been making sure to fill the void. They're trying to make sure to fill the gap in terms of how much of liquidity they are injecting, they are adding into the economy. But yesterday, 24th of October, was a little insignificant compared to the previous days, right? I hope everyone can see when it comes to the FIIs, the size of the bar indicates that there has been more bearishness because they are pulling out the funds, right? Because they are pulling out the funds, the market is reducing in price. There is less demand, right? It boils down to basic supply and demand. If there is more supply but less demand, the prices will go down, correct? Just go as per the color. The bigger the color, the bigger the size of the bar, and the color denotes the direction, whether it is bearish sentiment or whether it is bullish sentiment. All right, the numbers have been negative for FIIs, right? A deficit of 5062 5062 crores, right? While on the DII side, they have been appreciated only by 3620 3620. Now, if you look at these values, the negative is bigger than the positive. I hope people can understand, right? Since the negative, in terms of the outflow of funds, the outflow of liquidity is more than what is being injected into the market. That is the reason the markets have been taking a toll. And as you can see, this is the reason for this particular emotion that people, that investors are having. Like they are not, they're not happy. They are skeptical. They are pessimistic, right? And remember, I always keep telling, you know, um, and it is a very important quote that I have come across, that fear moves faster. Fear moves faster than optimism, right? I hope, I mean, I'm not clear whether it's the correct sentence, but more or less the meaning remains the same. Fear moves faster than optimism, right? When the markets are moving, wait 1 second. When the markets are moving, in a optimistic, in a positive manner, right? It will take its time. It will be slow, as you can see. The movements are slow. The movements are slow. The movements are slow. Okay, here it picked up some steam. Again, the movements have been slow. But once the downfall takes place, when people are uncertain, when people are afraid, or when the atmosphere, when the overall sentiment is, undecisive, right? It falls faster than how much time it takes to go up, right? But nonetheless, since we're talking about the economy of the country, I hope people understand that this denotes, how the economy is functioning currently. Yes, there has been a setback. The setback also has been at a percentage of almost 8%, right? I keep emphasizing, and I've heard it from a lot of high level analysts, that if price corrects between 5 to 10% in 2 years, it is considered healthy. So we are still within the healthy correction phase, right? Still at 8%, all the way from where it has started to correct or started to reverse, all right? So I hope people are able to understand, and people are able to, get a clearer gist about, all right, how are they not, why they're not performing well. They are not performing well because of the companies which are currently, which have, which have showcased their quarterly to earning reports, have not been performing well. What the result is and what was expected from the result are not matching. So there is a lot of kind of pessimism or unhappiness, as in we expected a particular company to perform well, but they are not performing well. So of course, it's going to have a negative. It's going to have a negative impact on that particular stock, right? So as you can see, the prices are still correcting. We had expected that prices should be holding. Again, remember, guys and girls, men and beautiful women, it's all about speculating, right? I hope people understand. We are speculators and we are not gamblers. Please make sure and please be aware. There is a big difference between the two. Speculation is when we calculate the risks and calculate the rewards and take decisive actions based on thorough analysis. Gambling is we feel, we think, it comes from our heart that we think that prices might go up. It doesn't work like that in trading, right? Let's come and look at what the other the articles that I mentioned. There was one which had mentioned in terms of which was a company. It was Indus Bank, right? I'm pretty much sure it has to be because of Indus Inc. Bank, correct? Indus Bank taken a huge fall. I hope people can see. For people who are sleeping, it is a wake up call. Please make sure you're awake. Please make sure that you're attentive. This all information is going to help you, right? And once I do come across a hot stock, right? Hot stock is here to make what? Money, money, money. Do not worry. We will make sure, right? I will do my best, and I will definitely provide you with those trading opportunities, right? So Indus Bank has not been performing quite well, as you can see, and it is because of the quarterly earning reports and some pessimistic sentiment in the management of the company, due to which a company which apparently had been performing quite well, right, since the last couple of years, has been seen with a 10%, all right? It's important to understand, 10% fall, all right? So there has been a lot of uncertainty. People would be like, especially, people have this question in their mind. Then how do we, I mean, the markets are not doing well. In the share market, we can only trade intraday with longs and shorts. We cannot hold it the next day. If we want to hold it the next day, we are going to have, reduce margin. So how are we able to make, good amount of money? You are showing us a strong profitability. Remember, guys and girls, when we talk about the main emphasis for this live streaming session is for you to understand that it is the record, it is the potential of our trading strategies that we are trying to provide you. All right. I hope people are understanding the context of what I'm trying to talk about. When you have certain, when we have a profitability of 97%, remember, we have provided almost 18, or sorry, 25, plus or minus, give or take, 25 stocks since last month, right? So based on all the entire analysis, we have come with a total culmination or total overall of 97. Guys and girls, very important to understand, a total profitability of 97%. So when people are like, Harsh, you are having strong strategies, you are doing well, but when it comes to, how we have a lot of regulations in India in terms of stock market. And because, Harsh, you are more of a forex trader, commodity gold trader, so I mean, what would you suggest? And that is exactly what we are trying to make, to inform you that yes, there are other markets also, right, which have much more bigger potentials to make much more massive earnings, right? I mean, a lot of people are aware that the stock market only provides a leverage of 1 is to 5, right? In the market, 1 is to 5. You can only, go at 5 times your trading account size, and that too for just that day, correct? So people are like, we don't get any leverage. Even if we do get leverage, it is only for the day. So there is a lot of uncertainty. People are like, for trading stocks or for trading the Indian share market, you need to have a lot of money. And apparently, yes. So people are like, Harsh, what is the next best alternative? And the next best alternative is what we would be initially focusing on, in the coming days. And that is going to be more towards the forex market, right? More leverage. The markets do not close, unlike the Indian share market, which has a time from 9:15 to 3:15, 3:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. The forex market is open 24 by 5, right? 5 days a week, excluding Saturdays and Sundays. All right, 5 days a week from Monday till Friday. So we do talk a lot about that, but that will be focused on to the third live streaming session, because currently we want to give you with hot stocks. We want to show you the potential that we bring to the table for people who are still skeptical, who are still indecisive. It is your opportunity to understand, to learn, to analyze how we look at the market, what opportunities we are providing, so that you can capitalize on those profits and understand the power that we bring to you. If we can do that during the day in the Indian share market, we are very much confident that we can do much better once the share market closes in the FX, right? You heard that right, in the forex markets. We ourselves are a service provider, right? For we are a forex broker ourselves, and that is where we want you to understand that if we can perform well during the day on the Indian share market, on the Indian stocks, we can do much better once the market closes on the forex markets, right? So when you have a person who's qualified in technical analysis and is already specializing in forex, then you need to make sure that you attend today's third live streaming session, right? Very important piece of information. Coming to what we were looking at in terms of, again, a quick gist, we did talk about Nifty, but we were, yes, so currently there is bearish sentiment, 58%, right? Bearish sentiment. Coming to Sensex, let's quickly look at what the Sensex is showing. The Sensex is exactly following its big brother. The Nifty is footsteps, correct? Coming back to the same area of support. Now people are like, Harsh, you're talking a lot about Sensex, but we cannot trade Sensex on the Indian share market. We can trade it on the Indian futures and the options. I get it. I am aware about that. And yes, but the reason I focus much on Sensex and Nifty is to understand the overall picture. Remember how the market economy is functioning. And once I do come across a particular hot stock or a trading opportunity, I will be the first ones to let you know. That is the reason. The markets are going to do what they are going to do, correct? So that is the reason you have to make sure that you stick around during the entire live streaming session, because the hot stock can come at any point in time, right? Sophia is writing today's market performance is so bearish that it's eliciting cries of disappointment everywhere. Yes, Sophia, today's market condition has been very bearish, right? In terms of, again, just a quick look at what we're talking about. The market is bearish, right? Having a 58% bearishness sentiment. There is pessimism in the markets. When the companies, more than 425 companies out there who have been showcasing their quarterly two earning reports have not I'm not saying all, but a majority of them have not been able to sustain the expectations of investors, have not been able to sustain the expectation of traders. And that is the reason, like I was showing you for the previous example, right? I mean, you saw the way prices have fell for that particular country. We were talking about which company? We were talking about Indus Bank, correct? So Indus Bank has taken such a hit of 10%, right? When a company is not able to perform or is not able to, stand up to the expectations of what the investors were expecting, then you have such, downfalls. So yes, Sophia, I know and I can understand completely what you are feeling, but the market is currently in a bearish sentiment, and that is the reason we just want to be careful about it. All right. I hope people are understanding. I hope people are having, a good understanding in terms of not just me talking, but trying to connect as many dots as possible. Correct? With a lot of bearish sentiment, we did kind of, we were expecting that yes, since prices had come and had decided to hold for some reason, the prices are like, no, we will decide, no, we will not go in your favor. Remember, the markets are going to do what they want, they are going to do, correct? But nonetheless, we do have another from a technical perspective, right? What we expect. Then we come to the individual stocks, don't worry. And we will even talk about what we have, what opportunities have been given in the last week, in this current week, and how they're performing, how well are they doing, and so on and so forth, right? So when a certain area such as this, when it is kind of not performing, it's not about performing, but it's a reason for all the factors, right? Everything is interconnected. Now prices coming back to this area of interest, which signifies that yes, based from a bigger term view of the price action, the prices have still been bullish, right? With the current bearishness taking place, so don't worry. We do expect, remember, you're talking about the economy of a country that is doing very well. There are going to be phases of excitement and phases of pessimism, right? It happens with every one of us. Again, I want to repeat and reiterate, the market is nothing but a collection, a big group of people. So when people are involved, emotions are involved, correct? I hope people are able to understand that point. It's very important for me to let you know. So this particular area, based on what we expect, there was a support zone on top. With this support zone currently coming to the next, maybe there is sentiment for prices to come and hold this, right? We are trying to understand from all angles. Remember, we are not just here to just talk from one point of view. We are here to connect as many dots as possible, to connect as many factors, trying to look at it from each and every angle to get a better picture. In terms of the swing movement, prices have been up, down, so the swing is still bullish, right? With the current onset of whether you want to call it as bearishness, or you want to use it as pessimistic sentiment, right? Or you want to call it as uncertainty. So these are certain moods, like how Sophia is not feeling a little too good today because yeah, the markets are not performing well. There has been a fall. It is okay, Sophia, don't worry. We are we are not here for one day. We are here for the long term. We are going to be here every day. So there will be conditions which are going to conditions will be improving. Do not worry. Always believe in the optimistic side of things. It is very important. If a break, Sophia again writes, if a breakout occurs, what should one do in the stock market? Well, if a breakout occurs in the stock market, since it is you can only short during the day, you can only short intraday. You have to be clear that if you open a position during that day, the position will be closed, right? So please do be aware that trading against or trading taking shorts in the stock market is not advisable, because uh, it's better to be on the long side and hold it for days for us to make money, rather than shorting it for that day and not being able to make money by the end of the day. All right, we have Mr. Daniel in the house. Welcome, Daniel. A very good morning to you. What impact will the US election results have on the Indian stock market, according to analysts? You have to understand, right? In terms of India is a very big key player when it comes to even the US economy, right? Not just the people, but companies themselves, right? Infosys, Tata, Reliance, they do have directly or indirectly a very big impact on the Indian economy, on the US economy, and vice versa, right? Apple, Ford, so on and so forth. Those blue chip big companies of the US have also a direct, indirect uh, impact on the Indian economy. So now that the US elections are due, remember the US elections are due next week, all right? 5th of November is what I remember. Let me just quickly check the dates. I think it's going to be 5th, right? So it's next to next week. The first week of November is when the US elections are, the votings are going to start, and people are again expecting who is going to win. Is it going to be Trump? Mr. Trump, right? Who has more of a hawkish behavior. I mean these are terms which we use in the financial market, where hawkish means where they want to focus only on their country, and they're very aggressive in their thought process. And then you have none other than Kamala Harris, right? Let me call her as Harris. So now between Trump and Harris, and with a lot of analysts around across the globe who are talking about that, yes, we are projecting that Trump has a higher probability of winning. Remember last elections when we had Miss Biden, not Mr. Joe Biden, but the one before that. I cannot recollect her name, but Clinton, right? Clinton, Miss Clinton, when she was, standing for elections against Trump, the huge consensus, almost a 75% probability was projected towards, her making, being elected as the president. But you never know what fate holds, correct? I mean, how things can change in a matter of hours. Like the percentage surety of 75% for Miss Clinton, flipped. And that's how, Trump came into power. And you should have looked at how the markets had performed. The markets were expecting, to be bearish. The markets initially started bearish with prices like skyrocketing, because they believed in what Trump was bringing to the table. They believed his ideology, the way he wants, USA to be conducted upon. I mean, most of the hardcore Americans were, wanting to be a part of it. So with the US stock elections next week again, please remember, if funds are being parked out from an economy, the funds have to be parked in somewhere, whether it could be a safe haven, whether it could be an other economy, or whether they want to inject back into their own economy, right? With elections coming in, though with a lot of uncertainty, but with also optimism that yes, now the next elections are happening right. It's just across the corner, so we do not, people would be like, let's get back into our own countries, or let's invest in safe havens. So that is one of the reasons, as per me, that yes, of course, the U.S. elections will have an impact, because whatever happens in U.S. will directly or indirectly affect India too, right? Especially when it comes to the IT sector. A lot of IT sectors of US, right? The Silicon Valley of USA is majorly run by who? By Indians, correct? And Indian companies too. So you have to understand that yes, there will be a direct impact of what the US market will have on the Indian share markets too. So I hope people are understanding this, and we do hope. And write down in the comment box who would project or expect to be the next president of the United States of America. Would you support Trump, or would you support Mrs. Kamala Harris? You are the best judge, and that is how the markets also function. They think, and they also do the analysis of projections. All right, how many people are willing to vote for a particular person? How many people are not willing to vote? How many people are might switch? So there is a lot of analysis that goes into these factors too. And please be aware, right? Once the US election, remember now this week is finishing. Today is Friday. Once Friday closes, the week closes. Next week we have the Festival of Lights, correct? We have Diwali coming in, right? So again, people are like now either they are bearish, they have a bearish sentiment, or they are neutral because they are like, now with a lot of uncertainty. Let me just write down those points. Give me a minute. With a lot of uncertainty. Let me just write down the points, right? A lot of uncertainty when it comes to what? We are talking about a lot of uncertainty, and that uncertainty is based on geopolitical issues, right? It's going all across the world, right? So geopolitical issues. Now you get it, right? We are talking about Israel, Palestine, with Iran being a major factor, and a lot of things that are happening over there with the Ukraine-Russian war, with the North Korea and South Korea, Japan, China. Geopolitical unrest in those particular areas. So people are being a little skepticism. They are skeptical about what is the current projection of the near future. Near future, as in from this month to the next couple of months, maybe to the next year or the next couple of years, also, right? So with a lot of uncertainty, with the festival of lights, so Diwali upcoming, all right. So upcoming next week. Then we have, all right, Diwali is a very significant festival, correct? That is being meant. That is being mentioned, right? I mean, what mentioned? Everyone is aware about what Diwali is, right? The festival of lights. So please, when such events of big scale festivities are taking place in the country, people would be taking a break. People would be taking time for their family, for their friends. So that is the time when people are like either they want to take a step back, so they want to stand on the sidelines, or they do not, want to be a part of the market. So Diwali is coming next week. For everyone who's joining in right now, or for people who think we like the way Harsh is talking, and but we are not able to understand in English. Very, very, very important. If you feel that you need me to communicate in हिंदी में भी बहुत अच्छी तरह से बात कर सकता हूँ. मैं मुंबई का हूँ, ठीक है? तो अगर आपको लगता है कि आपकी इंग्लिश कमज़ोर है और आपको लगता है कि आप हिंदी में सुनना चाहते हो, तो आप कमेंट बॉक्स में टाइप कर सकते हो, ठीक है? It's very important to make sure, because I mean, I would be talking in English majority of the time, but अगर बहुत सारे होंगे आप जैसे जिनको इंग्लिश मतलब इतना अच्छी तरह से आता नहीं होगा, तो आप फिर समझ नहीं पाओगे कि क्या हो रहा है, ठीक है? तो अगर आप चाहते हो कि मैं हिंदी में भी बात करूं, मैं आपको हिंदी में भी समझाऊं, तो आप कमेंट बॉक्स जो चैट बॉक्स है वहां पे जाके आप टू टाइप कर सकते हो, टू द नंबर टू, राइट? And ones who want to continue in English can always make sure to type one. Okay, it's very important to have this reciprocation, because if I need to understand the entire sentiment of this live webinar, how many people are enjoying, how many people are like lazy, how are things running. So please make sure, right? A lot of uncertainty with Diwali upcoming, with more than 425 companies, right? 425 companies listing out their quarterly earnings, right? So Q2 earnings. And with a lot of flow of funds, flow of FIIs. I hope everyone is understanding FIIs, foreign institutional investments, correct? With flow of FIIs, liquidity outside the economy, outside Indian economy, right? So many factors are being led. Now this is one of the reasons, I hope Sophia, this makes you understand in terms of why the market is behaving the way market is, right? With all this uncertain, with all these factors taken into consideration, we have to understand that yes, current situations are such where a lot of uncertainty in the markets, a lot of because of, it's not just in India. Please bear in mind, the stock market doesn't just solely or doesn't entirely run on India itself. It runs on the entire world as a whole. So if the entire world is having issues in some part of the nation, in some part of the world, it does affect, it does have a trickling. You understand what does trickling mean? When water falls, it keeps trickling. So that is, it trickles down the entire world, right? So it is affecting the Indian economy. Diwali is upcoming, so people just want to be like, all right, we had a lot of work. We had, let us now relax. Let us enjoy during Diwali, right? Who doesn't want to enjoy during Diwali? And to all those people who are going to celebrate Diwali, a very very auspicious wish from my side. आपको हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं दिवाली के लिए. I know Diwali is next week, but I just want to be the first ones to wish you, so that I feel that I can do, I can at least greet you well in advance before Diwali. I would be celebrating Diwali too, right? I mean, for people who want to see us celebrating Diwali in Dolphin Markets, you can comment down and write down too that yes, Harsh, we want to see you celebrating Diwali at Dolphin Market. How many of you love eating sweets, right? So Diwali is going to be a good time when we will be able to indulge in a lot of sweets, right? My favorite sweets are going to be Kaju Katli. I love Kaju Katli, and I love Motichur, right? Motichur bundi wale, ठीक है? So जिनको समझ में आता है, they get the point. But with festivals coming in, there's going to be a lot of fun, excitement, good bonding between family members, between spouses, between children, grandchildren. So, so that is the reason people are just standing on the sidelines. So there is no what do you call? There is no influx of liquidity coming into the economy of that scale. Correct? People just want to relax for some time. Then I had mentioned about 425 companies during the entire week. I hope everyone understand. More than 425 companies, 425 companies, they have had their quarterly earning reports being showcased. Remember, today also we have around 50 companies which are in the pipeline to show out their quarterly two earning reports. And with a major chunk, I am not saying all, but I'm saying a major chunk of them have not performed the way they should have performed, right? So that is the reason there is a lot of skepticism in the market, and the flow of FIIs out from the market, right? The flow of FIIs out from the market, and the inflow of liquidity of the DIIs, the domestic institution investors. So, but even if you look at the values of the size of the funds, or the sheer size of the liquidity that is being flowed out from the economy, which is around 5,062 crores, is bigger compared to the money that is being injected into the markets, correct? At 3,620. So there is still more bearishness compared to the bullishness, right? There is more bearish sentiment compared to the bullish sentiment. I hope people are able to understand. I hope people are feeling good about it, right? I mean, good about themselves. I'm not talking about the markets, I'm talking about you, right? Remember, whether the market is going up or down, we people, we want to be what? We want to be happy, right? We are happy, then everyone around us is happy. If everyone around us is happy, then I mean, that is the best thing you can do, correct? Very important to showcase our results, because our entire focus for our entire focus for this, for the first two live streaming sessions, are based to showcase the potential that we bring to the table. All right, whoever people, for all those beautiful people who have joined a little late, no problem. You are very much welcome to join a live streaming session. But please understand, we do provide analysis. There are many people out there who are providing you with analysis and the talk. I do a lot. I do a good amount of talking myself, and we do analyze. But the main reason why we have these live trading sessions are for you to understand that we are not just analyzing the market, right? We are providing you people with hot stocks, trading opportunities that can make you money, all right, in the markets. Remember, we have been providing hot stocks all the way from 18th of September. It's been almost a month and 1 week, correct? So in a span of almost around 30 working days, right? Work 30 working days, 30 working days के हिसाब से you can see that with the amount of hot stocks that we have provided, and remember we still have we provide you whenever the market conditions are right, whenever the market conditions are favorable, and we notice that yes, all the dots are connected, we provide you with hot stocks, trading opportunities to make you money. Please, it is very important for us to emphasize. Remember, people are here partly to listen. I'm pretty much sure people like Sophia and Lee are here to even listen, to learn, and sorry, and to educate themselves, by me providing you information, in terms of analysis, trading opportunities, and the trading education that we provide. But there are many people, and there is there is no problem in that. But we are here mainly what to make money, right? Just give me a minute. I just want to have some tea. I can feel my throat being a little dry. All right. So when we are here, when we are talking, we are trying to provide you with, with value. We are not here just talking in the air. We want to make sure that you understand the potential that we are bringing to the Indian share market. And if we can provide you with this massive profitability, I hope people can see the profitability of 97%, right? It is massive, right? So for people who wants to understand or wants to be a part of this, please make sure, remember, we are providing you with these trading opportunities for your betterment, not just what you call, we are not boosting over here, but we are just showing you the facts and figures of us providing you with trading opportunities right from 18th of September till the last trading opportunity that was given till yesterday. We are almost sitting, not almost, it is a sure shot 97% profitability. 97 for people who have invested maybe 1000, who have traded these, or who have taken these hot stocks, who have taken their hot stocks on their accounts, who have made money. Right now they will be almost sitting at a double of what they had started with. All right, please understand the significance. And the main reason for this is to showcase our prowess, to showcase our capabilities. And if we can provide you with such strong profitabilities in the Indian share market, which people still are not very comfortable with, imagine what we can do once we provide you the same or even bigger profitability in the forex market. Remember, we get more leverage in the forex markets, we get more time to trade, right? We can trade during the mornings, we can trade during the afternoons, we can trade during the evenings, we can trade during the night. I mean, the opportunities are endless compared to the Indian share market, where you can only trade during certain period of time, right between 9:15 Indian Standard Time in the morning to 3:15, 3:30 Indian Standard Time. Correct. So you get only a span of 6 hours. I hope everyone can see. In a span of 6 hours, you just get to trade. But with the forex market, you can trade 24 hours for 5 days a week. Remember, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We do not trade on Saturdays and Sundays because the market is closed. So that is the reason we are trying to bring this to your attention, that if we can perform over here, if we can showcase you the results on the Indian share market. Why are we talking about the Indian share market? Because we are interested in expanding our clientele in the Indian market. So people who are from India, आपको समझ में आता होगा कि हम इंडियन शेयर मार्केट पे इसलिए फोकस कर रहे हैं ताकि आप समझ पाए कि इसमें पोटेंशियल कितना ज्यादा है। और अगर इंडियन स्टॉक मार्केट में इतना पोटेंशियल आ रहा है तो फॉरेक्स मार्केट में आप सोचो कितना आ सकता है। ठीक है, number of trades taken, remember, the trades that are closed, and money that we have been making, right? Exactly. Now Sophia is writing, I haven't seen any strategy that outperforms mine. Exactly. I'm like, remember, it's the profitability. I'm like, I need to keep emphasizing on the importance of this profitability. Look at the potential that we are bringing to the table. You might be putting your money maybe into fixed deposits, How much are you making in fixed deposit? You're making how much? 5. आप कितना बना पाओगे इसमें? 5%, maybe 6%, maybe 7%. Okay, आप म्यूचुअल फंड्स में पैसा डाल दोगे. So people putting funds, money into mutual funds. How much are you going to make? Again, the disclaimer that comes, right? Mutual funds are subjected to market risk. Please read the brochure carefully before investing. So please understand, it's not like even if you put your funds in mutual fund, if you put your money in mutual funds, you are going to be, like hitting a jackpot. Even the mutual funds have risk, right? And average performance of the last 10 years has been around 25% average. All right, some are performing less, some are performing better, right? But average 25%. Imagine in a year, in one entire year. So understand what we bring to the table when we are able to hit a 97% profitability in a span of, I hope people can see my screen. It starts from 18th of September, all right? And it goes down to yesterday, 23rd, when the last hot stock was shared. Remember, hot stocks can only be shared once we have the right favorable conditions. And once the market conditions are favorable, I will be the first one to let you know when the next trading opportunity is. A 97 profitability in a month. All right, very important to focus on this particular. A 97 profitability in 1 month, right? I mean, who else provides such a strong result? I mean, if you do have someone who does provide such a strong result, please comment down. Please tell that yes, you are aware of such strong profitabilities. Our main focus is to showcase, is to generate your trust that yes, if they are so well in performing in the Indian share market, imagine what we will be doing once we come into the real markets of trading, the forex markets. Our broker itself, we at Dolphin Markets are a service provider of the forex markets. Remember that if we can showcase you the potential of what is happening in the Indian share market, understand the power that we can bring when it comes to the forex markets. No other broker that I am aware of is providing such valuable information. Everyone out there is just like, please be a part of us. Open an account with us. We will give you maybe better spreads, or maybe we will give you less commissions. We will take less commissions. But understand, we might provide you with these benefits also. Don't worry, we are also competitive. But the most important, um, our plus point, our biggest strength is by providing you the opportunity to make money. We are literally giving you signals when to enter, how much to make. Remember, we are making an average of easily 5% on these trades. So with the number of trades, average, correct? With the number of trades given, almost accumulating to how much? 26 for now. 26 ट्रेड्स अभी तक हम लोग ने डाल के रखे हैं. We have made a profitability of 97 percentage, right? 97% profitability. If you had invested $100, you would be sitting on $197. Agar you have invested in 10,000 rupees, you would be sitting at how much? 9,700 rupees. If you had invested with 1 lakh rupees, you would be sitting at 97,000 rupees additional, right? तो आप सोचिए कितना पावर आता है इन चीज़ों में. एंड हमारी यही दरख्वास्त है, हमारी ये शुभकामनाएं है कि आप समझिए और उसको आप परखिए, आप इसको एक्सपीरियंस कीजिए, आप खुद देखिए कि कहाँ पे हम लोग एंटर कर रहे हैं, क्यों एंटर कर रहे हैं. एवरीथिंग इज नोटेड आउट, राइट? एंड नोटेड आउट एंड एनालाइज. दिस एक्सेल शीट इज नॉट मेड इन वन डे. It has been, every day a stock is mentioned. We make sure to list down when it was taken, which direction we are taking, what is the ticker symbol, what is the name of the stock, what is the ticker symbol of the stock, whether it is listed on the BSE or the NSE. Everything is mentioned. The time taken, when was it taken, what time was it taken. Then we are even dictating whether it's a long. Remember, most of our trades are going to be on the long, right? because we believe in holding trades, right? There are times when we do make money during that same day, but majority, you can see almost all of our trades currently as of now have been towards the long direction. The position, the entry at where we are entering, right? The target at which we are setting a target at, the profit rate that that we are making. This is the most important row. Yeah, row, the most important row that we are focusing on. Imagine the profitability of trading around 26 stocks that we have provided to you from last month onwards, and you're already sitting at a 97 profitability. I hope people are able to understand the intensity of what we are bringing to the table, right? So, for people who are having a good time, for people who are enjoying today's live streaming session, please comment down. Say that yes, Harsh, you are doing pretty well. You are, you are helping us, become better. You are helping us making money. Sophia writes, you directly provide strategies and you have the expertise to back it up. That is correct. We just don't talk about random trades. We don't talk about random stocks that we are expecting prices. We do our due diligence, right? We try to connect as many dots as possible. We try to connect as many possibilities, right, to be in our favor, and then we let you know. Sophia is writing again, while other companies' stock earnings are around 10% annualized in an entire year, she's talking that companies on an average make 10%. Yours is at 97% in a month. That is absolutely correct, Sophia. 97% in a single month compared to an average return of just 10% of a company in 1 year. Please understand the power that we are bringing, and everything right now is being provided to you at free. We are literally giving you golden nuggets, right? Golden nuggets are basically, it's a saying that a golden nugget, it's a nugget, right? I mean, everyone eats chicken nuggets, right? Or are you aware, right? The chicken nuggets that you get in McDonald's. So imagine, it's small but it's golden. So we provide you with concise information, but it has massive value. I hope people are able to understand this. A very, 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 very important piece of information that we want to keep, repeating, because I can do a lot of talking and I am talking a lot. I hope people love the way I talk. I hope people love the energy that I bring to the table. But what I'm trying to say is that no matter how much I'll talk, no matter how good looking am I, no matter how much I might, provide you with value in terms of providing information, if you are not able to make money, what is the entire point? Correct? अगर आप पैसा नहीं बना पा रहे हो फाइनेंशियल मार्केट्स में, फिर क्या फायदा? And that is the reason, ladies and gentlemen, please understand, please be a part of these live trading sessions. We have 3 live trading sessions during the entire day. Once in the morning, like the one happening right now. The second will happen an hour before the market is going to close. And the third happens after the market has closed. That particular session is mainly pertaining to giving you more information from a technical point of view, right? We're going to talk more about Forex. Imagine the first 2 live sessions are mainly to provide you with the real lifetime analysis of trading opportunities. Like every time we come across a trading opportunity, we mention it in our Excel to showcase that yes, this is the day, this is the stock, this is the time, this is the entry, and this is the money that has been generated on the particular trade. Everything is noted, everything is in black and white, all right? Everything is shown onto your screen and it is updated on a regular basis. As and how we provide you with trading opportunities, we keep listing these on our Excel and we maintain it so that we showcase you on a real time basis that yes, things are possible. It is possible to make money in the financial markets. I hope everyone is understanding. Let's quickly have a good and a quick recap of what has happened during this live streaming session. All we talked about was yes, today the markets have opened bearish, all right? The markets have opened bearish. As you can see, still there is a lot of bearish sentiment with the current market running. We can clearly see that there has been a fall of around 1%, right? So a total fall from the top, right? a total correction of price from the topmost, from the point where it fell. The price has been at a deficit of around 8%. Still want to reiterate the fact that yes, there are big short analysts sitting in India who tell that if a price corrects between 5 to 10% during the entire week, my bad. If price corrects 5 to 10% in 2 years, if price corrects 5 to 10% in 2 years, it is considered healthy. So we're still sitting at 8%, right? As I had mentioned it to you, around 8%, right? Not exact 8%, but around 8%. And still, there is potential for prices to continue up. The FIIs have been pulling out a lot of funds from the economy, while the DIIs have been injecting the economy with funds. But because of the FIIs pulling out more funds compared to the DIIs injecting funds. The FIIs are heavier in weightage compared to the DIIs. So that is why there is more bearish pressure. With the 425 companies that had this entire week to showcase their quarterly earning reports, with a lot of companies not performing the way they were expected to perform, that added more weightage to the fall of the index, as well as the geopolitical events that are going across the world. So a lot of uncertainty with Diwali coming in next week, the festival of lights. So that is another reason for people to be like, all right, you know what? Let's just wait. Let's just take a step back and let us, let's enjoy the festival of lights, and then we will decide what has to be done. So a lot of factors which have connected, all the factors are interconnected to showcase the economy that yes, currently there is sluggish behavior, there is a recede of optimism, there is more pessimistic, more uncertainty right now in the markets. So that is the reason, and we even gave you an example of Indus Bank, right? I hope people were aware about this. The reason for the Indus Bank to fall when prices are not doing well, or when their quarterly earning reports don't match, when the quarterly earning reports don't match with what was expected, right? When the reports do not match with what the expectations of investors, expectation of traders were supposed to be, you have these big downfalls. Yeah, almost a negative 10%. All right, a negative 10% fall. So I hope people understand that how we are trying to connect dots, how we are trying to provide you with information in terms of, the markets, they don't randomly decide to fall or go up. There has to be reasoning behind them, right? And then we talked about how, based on all these factors, how, the economy currently is sluggish, and today being Friday, being the last day of the week, right? When generally prices are approaching the last day of the week, people are, they're getting ready for the weekend, correct? Everyone wants to have a good time with their family, friends, girlfriends, boyfriends, spouses, children, grandchildren. So on Fridays, generally there is an interest for people to switch off from work and switch on the party mode, correct? The enjoyment mode. So that is another reason why people are like, you know what, we will decide about it next week, because remember the markets are closed, right, on Saturdays and Sundays. So again, with all these factors coming in, today definitely has been a bearish sentiment, with the market falling down by almost 1%, right? But nonetheless, we still expect the prices to rise up. Remember, we will provide you with trading opportunities provided we are cleared. When all the dots are connected, when we have all the green lights, we will make sure to provide you with a hot stock. The moment I am aware of a hot stock, you beautiful people will be the first ones to know. So please make sure, keep attending the live streaming sessions for whenever a hot stock arrives. Whenever we are notified about a hot stock, we will let you know. But when will it happen is not in our hands, right? So I hope you all had a good understanding. I hope I was able to clarify a lot of doubts, a lot of queries that you had in your mind. So I hope everyone had a good time. I hope everyone, I was able to, put a smile on your faces. I hope I was able to provide you with the right set of education. I was able to provide you with the right set of analysis, right? Don't worry, we are going to keep having it every day from Monday till Friday, 3 times a day, right? During the morning session, like the one we are having right now, during the afternoon session once the market is about to close, and the third session which happens after the market closes. All right. So I hope you all have a great continuation to the day. I hope that you are all prepared for the weekend. I hope you have a great weekend for people. And please make sure to come to the next live streaming session. We are going to talk more about what is currently happening in the market and for potential hot stocks. Remember, when hot stocks are out, you are the first ones to be notified. But for that, you have to keep coming in and watching the live streaming sessions. Okay? Another thing for people, जिनको English दे हैव अ प्रॉब्लम इन अंडरस्टैंडिंग इंग्लिश, अगर आपकी इंग्लिश कमज़ोर है और अगर आप चाहते हो कि मैं हिंदी में बात करूँ, प्लीज़ आप कमेंट बॉक्स में टाइप कर सकते हो कि यस आई वांट यू टू टॉक इन हिंदी ऑल्सो. आई विल मेक श्योर, आई विल बैलेंस आउट, मैं दोनों भाषा की बात करके आपको आई विल मेक श्योर टू इन्फॉर्म द एंटायर कम्युनिटी. रिमेंबर, वी वांट द एंटायर कंपनी community as a whole to uplift, to flourish. So please make sure to keep it as interactive as possible, right? So let's conclude today's live streaming session. I'm happy that I'm able to provide you with such vital information. When I get comments from beautiful people like Sophia and Lee telling that yes, there is so much of strong potential in this current strategy that we are providing in terms of hot stocks. So I want every one of you to to capitalize on this. I want every one of you. So please make sure to keep attending. And until next live streaming session, I will see you. Till then, see ya.